Imagine standing at the edge of a mountain, and suddenly the ground rumbles beneath your feet. A roar fills the sky, and a tower of ash and fire erupts, painting the world in chaos and awe. This is the raw, unstoppable power of a volcano. But these eruptions do more than just destroy. They shape our planet, alter climates, and leave their mark on human history. In this video, we're diving into the 10 most powerful volcanic eruptions ever recorded, uncovering how they formed and the massive changes they brought to our Earth's landscape. So get ready, because what you're about to discover will make you see the world and volcanoes in a whole new way. Welcome to Let Me Know. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You wouldn't believe how much a simple subscription helps a small channel like this grow. Volcanoes are among Earth's most inspiring and powerful natural forces. But what exactly is a volcano? Picture the Earth's crust as a massive, floating puzzle of tectonic plates. Beneath these plates lies the mantle, a layer of molten rock called magma. When pressure builds up within this molten layer, it looks for weak points in the crust to escape, bursting through as volcanic eruptions. And this is not the only reason for volcanic eruptions. Human activities like mining, drilling, and geothermal power extraction do not typically cause volcanic eruptions. They can influence related processes like gas emissions or minor seismic activities. However, the immense power driving a volcanic eruption remains deep within the Earth's core, far beyond human reach. In this journey, we'll explore the most powerful eruptions in history. They will be ranked based on their destructive power using the Volcanic Explosivity Index, VEI. This index measures the strength and intensity of volcanic eruptions by considering the volume of erupted materials, the height of the ash column, and the geographical spread of the volcanic deposits. The VEI ranges from 0 to 8, indicating the varying strength of each volcano. As we explore the rankings, you'll notice that with each step forward, the power and destruction of the eruptions increase, revealing which ones left the most significant mark on our planet. Let's begin with the source of natural disasters and the godfather of catastrophes, the United States of America. Mount St. Helens. Helens had a VEI of 5 on the Volcanic Explosivity Index. This level indicates a highly explosive eruption with massive amounts of ash and volcanic material ejected and widespread impacts on the landscape and atmosphere. Began in the state of Washington, seemed like just another peaceful peak, until May 18, 1980, when it erupted with a force that shocked the nation. This wasn't just an eruption. It was an explosion that blasted away over 1,300 feet of the mountain's summit, sending ash and gas 15 miles into the sky. The powerful lateral blast flattened forests for miles, leaving a hauntingly barren landscape where green forests once thrived. The eruption unleashed lava, landslides, and mudflows that forever changed the mountain's shape and redefined what Americans thought possible from a volcano. Mount Anzen, located on Japan's Kyushu Island, unleashed a disaster in 1792 that went down as one of the deadliest volcanic events in Japanese history. This eruption didn't just stop with lava and ash. It triggered a massive landslide that plunged into the Ariake Sea, creating a tsunami that devastated nearby towns and villages. The event took thousands of lives and reshaped the surrounding coastline, carving out new terrain where communities once stood. With a VEI of 5, Mount Anzen's eruption was fierce and relentless, leaving a changed landscape and a legacy that would haunt Japan for generations. In 1902, Santa Maria, a seemingly quiet volcano in Guatemala, suddenly roared to life with an eruption so fierce it was heard hundreds of miles away. This eruption, with a VEI of 6, blasted an enormous crater into the side of the mountain, forever altering its profile and marking one of the largest eruptions of the 20th century. The explosion unleashed massive pyroclastic flows, burying villages and blanketing the fertile valleys in ash. The once lush and green terrain was transformed into a harsh landscape of volcanic rock and ash, forcing communities to rebuild and adapt to a changed environment. Santa Maria's eruption not only reshaped the land, but also left an unforgettable mark on Guatemala's history. In June 1991, Mount Pinatubo went from a quiet peak in the Philippines to a symbol of nature's raw power. With a VEI of 6, the eruption sent a colossal ash cloud over 22 miles into the sky, darkening the skies and showering ash across much of Southeast Asia. The eruption didn't just reshape the mountain, it carved a vast crater lake at the summit, forever altering its appearance. Rivers of mud, known as lahars, swept through nearby valleys, flooding entire villages and creating a barren landscape in place of once thriving forests. The blast even lowered global temperatures for years, leaving Mount Pinatubo's eruption etched in memory as a force that transformed both local landscapes and the climate worldwide. In 1912, in the rugged landscapes of Alaska, the Novarupta eruption changed everything in a flash. With a VEI of 6, this eruption didn't just leave a mark, it buried an entire valley under hot ash and pumice, creating what is now famously known as the Valley of 10,000 Smokes. The sheer force of Novarupta's blast released more magma than any eruption of the 20th century, reshaping the land into a barren expanse of steaming fissures and endless gray plains. What was once lush wilderness became an otherworldly scene, and the land itself seemed transformed, showing nature's incredible power to remake the world in a single eruption. In 1783, the Loki fissure in Iceland unleashed a relentless eruption that lasted 8 months, with a VEI of 4. Yes, the VEI is lower than the others, but this eruption was even more destructive for several reasons, and you're about to find out why. Unlike explosive eruptions that blow the top off a mountain, Loki poured rivers of molten lava across the land, spreading over 200 square miles and transforming the Icelandic landscape into vast, twisted fields of black rock. But it wasn't just lava. The eruption released clouds of poisonous gas, creating a deadly haze that killed crops, poisoned water, and devastated Iceland's farmland. The environmental impact was so severe that it caused a famine, reshaping Iceland both physically and socially, and leaving a scar that would be remembered for generations. On the morning of August 27, 1883, something extraordinary shook the world: the eruption of Mount Krakatoa in Indonesia. This wasn't just any eruption. It was an explosion so massive that the sound traveled over 3,000 miles, reaching as far as Australia. Imagine a blast so intense it felt like a drumbeat echoing across the planet. The eruption was measured at a volcanic explosive index of 6, putting it among the most powerful eruptions in recorded history. Not only did it wipe out entire islands, but it reshaped the surrounding landscape, carving out new bays and altering coastlines. The skies turned dark, covered in volcanic ash that blocked sunlight, leading to eerie red sunsets visible around the world for months. Krakatoa's eruption didn't just change the terrain, it changed history. The event dropped global temperatures, influencing climates worldwide for years, and triggered tsunamis that devastated nearby coastal communities. Today, Krakatoa stands as a reminder of nature's incredible power, a force capable of reshaping the Earth and our understanding of it. In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted with a fury that would forever mark history. This wasn't just any volcano, it was a ticking time bomb hidden near the bustling city of Pompeii. When Vesuvius finally unleashed its power, it erupted with a volcanic explosive index of 5, powerful enough to bury an entire civilization under layers of ash and pumice. Imagine it. A massive cloud rose over 20 miles into the sky, casting a dark shadow that blocked the sun. Within hours, a fiery rain of ash and molten rock buried Pompeii and Herculaneum, preserving every detail of daily life in an eerie time capsule. The eruption reshaped the landscape, creating deep valleys and ridges and spreading fertile volcanic soil across the region. But Vesuvius's eruption was more than just a dramatic geological event. It became an archaeological treasure. Centuries later, as scientists uncovered the ruins of Pompeii, they found streets, homes, and even people frozen in place, offering a chilling glimpse into ancient life. The tragedy of Vesuvius left a lasting legacy, reminding us that even in destruction, history finds ways to survive. Around 180 AD, in a seemingly quiet region of what we now call New Zealand, Lake Taupo erupted with an intensity rarely witnessed in human history. This wasn't a typical volcanic event, it was a supervolcano explosion, marked at a volcanic explosive index of 7, one of the highest ever recorded. Imagine an eruption so colossal that the sky filled with ash, dust, and gas, reaching as far as China, where ancient records describe a blood-red glow in the sky. Lake Taupo's eruption didn't just shake the ground, it redefined it. This massive outburst carved new landscapes and left a massive caldera that today forms Lake Taupo itself, New Zealand's largest lake. The surrounding terrain transformed, with fertile plains created from volcanic ash and new valleys and ridges sculpted by molten rock. The Taupo eruption has been preserved in Maori legends and stories that speak of a fire and fury powerful enough to shape the earth. Today, Lake Taupo is a serene, picturesque spot, masking the turbulent past that formed it. The eruption serves as a reminder of nature's quiet but extraordinary power, capable of creating new worlds with one breathtaking blast. In April 1815, Mount Tambor in Indonesia erupted with a ferocity that would go down in history as the most powerful volcanic eruption ever recorded. This wasn't just an eruption. It was an earth-shattering event that marked a turning point in the planet's climate and reshaped entire continents. With a volcanic explosive index of 7, Tambor's eruption was so massive that it spewed ash and gases miles into the sky, darkening the sun and sending shockwaves across the globe. Picture this. In a single moment, an entire mountain peak blew apart, ejecting over 150 cubic kilometers of debris, enough material to bury entire cities. This outpouring reshaped the landscape dramatically, carving a deep 6-kilometer wide crater into the mountain. The ash spread across thousands of kilometers, settling as far away as North America, and blanketing nearby islands in complete darkness for days. The effects weren't limited to the land. The eruption transformed global weather patterns, creating what became known as the Year Without a Summer in 1816. Across Europe, North America, and beyond, temperatures plummeted, crops failed, and famine spread. Strange, blood-red sunsets and icy summers became the norm, painting an apocalyptic scene worldwide. Tambor's eruption didn't just alter the landscape, it rewrote history. It was so powerful that it impacted art and literature, inspiring works like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which was written during a cold, dark summer inspired by Tambor's aftermath. Today, the massive caldera left behind serves as a quiet reminder of the unimaginable force that once reshaped the Earth, showing how a single mountain can unleash a storm powerful enough to change the world forever. Volcanoes are more than just natural wonders, they're powerful reminders of the Earth's hidden energy, shaping our planet in ways we're still discovering. Their eruptions, while destructive, bring fertile soil, create new landscapes, and even influence art and history. Volcanoes teach us that the forces of nature can be both beautiful and terrifying, capable of renewing life and altering the course of history with a single eruption. They remind us of the delicate balance we share with the Earth, urging us to respect its power and recognize that sometimes true creation requires a touch of destruction. And that's it for today. Let us know what you think in the comments. Most of our content is inspired by your questions and interests. See you in the next video.